dreams are very important. I made it known to you in our past videos that dreams are such that they give you added advantage. You see the moving car on the screen. That is how dreams accelerate your life, because it is able to let you know what you're about and what you are not supposed to go to. So in this case, probably the driver knows the road, and that is why he's overspeeding, because he knows there is no danger ahead, or even if there is danger, he is aware of where the danger is, and that is why the person may accelerate to this extent. That is the essence of dreams. In fact, dreams carry weight. They carry advantage that on any day you wouldn't get anywhere. And that is why you have to place a lot of emphasis on your dream. I mean, you have to place a lot of energy and importance to your dreams, because they don't come easily and they don't come to everyone. I made it known to you that everyone is, bound to dream. However, in terms of interpretation, it is not to everyone. There are specifics to it, or there are those who are specialized in such, not by their own skills, but by the grace of God. Indeed, it is the grace of God, or it is God who interprets dreams, and he can interpret it through human beings, his prophets, and among others. But today, what we want to learn is that in as much as dreams are important, and as much as dreams gives you some added advantage, God does not always speak to us through dreams. So someone will ask, how then do God speak to us? Because we can't see him, we can't hear him, and so how then does he talk to us? Yes, God does not only use dreams, because when you check the book of Samuel, you realize that at a point, God was not talking to Saul through dreams. So it means that dreams are not the only ways that God can talk to you. In fact, when you feel desperate about an event, a situation, or any circumstance, do not rely solely on dreams, because like I'm saying, maybe for a reason, you may not be dreaming. For example, in the case of Samuel, for a reason, he was not dreaming anymore, because at the time, God has shifted attention from him to someone else. And that is why his dreams were not authentic, or they were not coming. Now, let's look at the case of Jeremiah in Jeremiah 29. Somewhere 8 downwards, God was talking about the fact that, yes, we shouldn't pay attention to our dreams. We shouldn't pay attention to false prophets, but rather we should pay attention on him. We should rely on his word. This simply means that, in fact, when you have the option of the word of God and dreams, you should always go for the word of God, because dreams will fail you. Dreams can fail you. And like I said, dreams are not always from God, or God at a point can decide not to be revealing things to you through dreams. Where God cannot change anything is on his word, because as for his word, the Bible has already said that he makes sure that whatever he has said, he will fulfill it. And so when you rely on the word of God, my brother, my sister, you are on a safe path, and there is no way you are going to fail, because he's saying in Jeremiah that when you rely on his word, he is going to make sure that he does it for you. He said he knows the thoughts that he has for you, for peace, for welfare, and not for evil. And so long as you are relying on his word, you are guaranteed success, you are guaranteed solution, you are guaranteed feedback, you are guaranteed whatever you are expecting or whatever is due you. Do you get it? So the only way we can refuse to rely on dream is to rely on the word of God, or to rely on God, because with that we are safe, we are guaranteed whatever we are expecting. So I'm here to inform you that yes, dreams are very good and they give you added advantage. However, your best bet is the word of God, and that is why I was advising you in our previous episodes that when you dream, remember your dreams, pray along with the word of God regarding your dream. Then when you finish, you be careful in the afterlife. You get it? So this is what we mean by the word of God being the only reason why we should live, and not by dreams. Dreams are important. When they come, embrace them, take full advantage of it, because it is in to give you added advantage. However, when they come, rely on the word of God to pray about it. And if they don't come, please, you are not done, you are not doomed. Go to the word of God, because that is where the dreams will be fulfilled. In fact, the dreams are going to rely on the word of God to be fulfilled, and not by their own strength. And so if you pray about even scorpions, the Bible is saying that he will give you power and authority to tread upon scorpions and serpents. You see how the word of God works? So yes, even though you have a dream, there is a word of God available for you to buttress it with. And that is why you always have to run to the word of God for your survival, and not rely on your dreams.